Let's see, it says 6 FPS, 4 FPS. Let's just wait until it gets a little bit better. Fucking 2 FPS and 1 FPS. Are you shitting me, man? I'm not sure if I can make a video with this bad internet. Maybe I can. Probably not. Shit. Wait, what if I just change the settings? I should be able to change the settings, right? Alright, there we go. 16 FPS. Back to 5. Are you shitting me, man? This is ridiculous. There's gotta be some settings here. Audio output, very high, broadcast. Alright. I'm changing it to like a shit resolution. Let's see. Alright, cool. It's 360p now. I'm actually going towards the dark right now, but it's gonna get brighter eventually. So, what I wanted to talk about today was, well, hopefully the FPS won't... I don't think I am able to stream right now, shit. Well, let's just try it and let's just say things and then see if things work out or not. It's just a thought I had that we live in a society where we are governed by the rules made by other people. So I just thought about, well, what about inclusiveness? What about, like, if we structure society and try to fit as many people as possible into society and have different rules for different people when it comes to different things, or at least have different, like, possibilities for different people. Because some people are good at certain things and some are good at others. I guess some people aren't good at anything, so I guess you can't really help them much. Or, well, you could help them, but, I mean, they're not going to be able to do anything. Point is, you could always be effective in using different people's different talents, different skills, different specializations and such. That's kind of the idea I have currently. Because I'm always thinking about shit like that. Shit, where is that a brain lag here? So, I suppose what I'm saying is that you could, I mean, if society's created by people, then you could obviously also change it, and you could always make things better, while also keeping it inclusive. So, when I say that, I don't just mean for individuals, I also mean for groups. And what I mean by that is, for example, you could have, well, different political ideologies in different places in the same country, for example. And if we're talking about like racial groups or whatever, let's say that you have certain black people and certain white people that hate each other, for example. You could potentially segregate those groups so that they do not have to come in contact with each other and they could govern their own little area or whatever. That's one way to at least have a peaceful resolution. And then they can see how well each of those individual areas will do. And then you'd have a bigger area that is more like open for the people who are more up for like individualism, I guess. That way you kind of get the people who ruin things for others due to their group identity stuck with those people and away from other people. So I don't think that would be an optimal solution, but I think it would be a better solution than what we currently have. And that is just one example. So you could always optimize society in so many different ways. then you could have different tests in school. Like, different people learn in different ways, right? Some have a more auditive learning, some have a more visual learning, some people learn more by doing. All these kind of things you could potentially work around so that different people with different talents can really get their own outlet and actually make use of their own talents. So I guess my ideas revolve more around optimizing society rather than based around any specific ideology. Because that's something I've been thinking about a lot. Like, where do I stand politically? Where, like, there is no ideology where I feel, oh, this is an ideology for me. I've always thought of these different ideas and thought, well, what if we just mash them all together? And we have, well, maybe not completely mash them, but take the good ideas from each side and make it work with the people who can make it work, without forcing it onto the people where it won't work. Obviously you can't mash every single idea together because there would always be conflicts, but you could always compromise and make things as good as possible. So you could potentially optimize society and have different split or smaller societies based around that. That is pretty much my idea, I suppose. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I was thinking, kinda. I know that's a bit of a brain fart and a bit, but I think it could potentially work. I mean, it's my own ideas, completely my own ideas. So all of this is a work in progress, but I guess it's just, I mean, a desperation to solve things peacefully, to have things that actually work for the majority of the population, so that the minorities don't ruin things for the majority population, while also the majority population doesn't necessarily have to ruin things for the minorities. And obviously you can let different groups ruin things for themselves, because that way they have the choice to govern themselves, and then they have no one else to blame if they fail. So yeah, so it's not your problem if they fail. They're in their own mess and they'll have to get out of it themselves. I suppose that's a pretty healthy way of dealing with things, because you can't save everyone, right? But you could always save everyone who wishes to be saved and who is willing to reach out to be saved. I mean, I feel those people are at least worth trying to save, because, you know, they're making an effort and they want it and they're willing to work for it, right? Alright, well, that's pretty much. No, I'm kind of getting sidetracked, but it's based around like my previous thoughts and where I stand politically and philosophically and, you know, all these different things. I know it doesn't always necessarily make all the sense in the world, but I mean, I guess it's both emotional and logical. Yeah. Anyhow, I'm just rambling now. Thank you for tuning in. Wait, my FPS finally went up to 30 and now it went down again. Fuck YouTube FPS. And now it's, wait, now it's 30?